Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I will be reviewing the XR Elite electric scooter from GoTrax. This was a very good deal. It originally cost $500 off of Amazon, but I got it $100 cheaper from Belk's website, so around $400 plus tax. So first things first, it has an estimated range of 18.6 miles, although that varies heavily on the rider, driving conditions, and operating speed. It has a weight limit of 220 pounds, and it only takes 4 hours to completely charge. Now for speed. It has a top speed of 15.5 miles an hour. During my testing, I had no problem hitting the targeted speed. If you want the in-depth stats on the motor has 300 watts, but it has a peak power of 450 watts. You can especially feel the extra power when accelerating from around 9 to 15 miles an hour. On Amazon's website, it says that the battery has, and this is a fairly long list, overcharge protection, over discharging protection, temperature resistance, short and open circuit protection, and overcurrent protection. Just one thing to know, if you don't like carrying around heavy things, this might not be the right scooter for you, as it weighs in at 50 pounds. So 50 pounds is a lot for an electric scooter. As a side note, I've read that the battery was made by LG and has a 281 watt-hour capacity. Something that will help you maximize your battery range is the regenerative braking on the front wheel. The scooter is front-wheel drive and has a disc brake in the back. When you're going at cruising speed and squeeze the brakes, it has a good bit of stopping power thanks to the regen brakes, while also charging up the battery a little bit while you stop. On the topic of cruising, this scooter does have cruise control. To activate cruise control, you hold on the throttle at the speed you chose for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, you can release the throttle and it will keep on going. When you press the brakes while cruising, it will deactivate cruise control, or you can also move the throttle a little bit and it will deactivate as well. The operating screen is also very easy to use, as it only has speed and battery bars. Also, one more thing to mention is when you lose all your battery, it will display a walk icon. I guess that means you should get off and start walking. If you're riding at night and it's very dark outside, you are in luck because it has both a really nice headlight and brake light. So when you hit the brakes, the brake light will flash like in a car when applying full brake power. When you decide to turn on the headlight, it will also turn on the brake light solid. So when you're riding at night, people can see you from behind and you don't get run over. As a plus, it has a small bell so you can let people know you are about to overtake them. The scooter is also very nice to ride on, however, it does not have shock absorbers on either wheel. It has 8.5-inch pneumatic tires. During my testing, the wheels seem to absorb most of the ground terrain, so it's not as bad as you would expect. So I weigh around 160 pounds and got those results, so if you weigh around that or less, you will get better results than me. Just a note, I was testing the scooter for around 2 to 3 weeks, and that's why this video is getting uploaded late. On my first day of testing, I went for 6.12 miles at around 6 to 7 miles an hour. During my second day before I took it out, I wanted to simulate real-world usage, so I charged it for about 10 minutes. Then I went for another 4.34 miles at also around 6 to 7 miles an hour. On the third day, again simulating real-world usage, I charged it for around 35 to 40 minutes. So that could relate to a small stop-off at the house for a lunch break, plug it up to a charger, and then get back to work. Third day testing, I rode it for 6.28 miles at around 7 to 8 miles an hour. I had a little less than half battery left. On the last day of testing, I rode it for 3.83 miles at an average of 7 miles an hour. Then the battery went flat, so in total I got a range of 21 miles, which is better than the approximate range by GoTrax. So if you don't really want to spend upwards of $600 to $1,000 on an e-scooter, This is one of the best scooters that you can purchase that has a great price and great range.